will never understand how your family, the same one that sacrificed you and got rid of you, is now the same one who feels some kind of way because you don't want nothing to do with them. Now that you've accepted your reality and you understand your assignment in life, and you now understand why God put you through the things that He put you through, now these people feel some kind of way. They never wanted you to gain strength, they wanted to keep you stuck. And them being upset that you're not around has nothing to do with your presence. They don't care that you're really not around. No, they want to have that upper hand. And if they can't have no type of connection with you, even negatively, that's a problem. They need to be connected to you so that they can drain you. They want you to feel like you're nothing. And if you're not connected to them and you've also healed, they don't hold any power. These same family members have been watching you since you've been a child. They already determined when you was a child that you was a nobody and you was going to grow up to be a nobody, and probably looked at you like you was ugly, all type of things. Like, these people labeled you when you were young. They labeled you, oh, she's so disrespectful. She's this, she's that. He's this, he's that. And then over time, they kept their eyes on you. They kept watching, they kept watching, they kept watching. Because they wanted to make sure the story that they was telling themselves and also the story they was telling other people was aligning together. Then what started to happen is the things that they're telling people and also telling themselves, but then when people look you up and look at you, the stories aren't matching. It doesn't look like the same thing they're talking about. And it does not help that these people who are doing the talking are not on your same level. Y'all are on completely two different levels. The same one they sacrificed and the same one they threw away is now the same one they have to look up to. And they can't stand that. And now you're better than everybody else. You don't want nothing to do with the family. You don't want to come to family functions. I don't want to come to family functions. Or did you not invite me to a family function? Did you invite me to a family function and I showed up and then you tried to embarrass me? Did you invite me to a family function and I showed up and you tried to belittle me? Because that's what they do. They'll invite you places when you get around a lot of people just to belittle, to embarrass you. It's a setup. It is a setup. I'm telling you, if you are the generational curse breaker, do not ever go to a family function. I was going to say God spared me. Thanksgiving of 2023, I would never forget. I will never forget. Had I would have showed up, them people would have tried to do their best to embarrass me. Now I got to sit here and defend myself because it was me against all of them. You know what I mean? But God didn't see fit for it to happen that way. And it's like, no matter what they was plotting on me, God did not see fit. And that's the same thing with you. If it's not aligned with God's purpose, it's not going to happen. And God did allow a lot of things to happen to you when you were a child because God had to mold you. He had to fix you into the person that you was going to be. And you being connected to them people was not going to benefit you in no type of way. You being connected to them, you would have ended up just like them. Mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, you would have ended up just like them. And God did not want that for your life. He did not want that for your future bloodline. So he had to sit here and cut ties early. He had to allow you to get hurt early so that by the time you started reaching your later years, you will already be strong enough to handle it. You know what you're up against. You know what your assignment is. And also, if you have children, what their assignment is. You know what I mean? But everything you went through was for your benefit. And those people did not understand that. They thought that they was going to get rid of you and that was going to be the end of it. Not realizing that when God put you back on the scene, he put you back on a scene where they can't do nothing but drop their head and shake their head. They can do all the talking, but the proof is in the pudding. What does it say in the Bible? We will know them by their fruits. People can lie and make assumptions all day long. But again, we will know them by their fruits. And when you look at the people who were doing the talking and you look at the person they're doing the talking about, you have to ask yourself, you know what I mean? What's really the truth? They like to go with this narrative oh, you think you're so much better than, you don't want nothing to do with the family. Those things do not just happen overnight. No child just wakes up one day and just says, oh, I don't want to be connected to my family. It does not happen like that. When you start hearing people talking about how they don't want to be connected to family and, talking about moving away, whether it's intentional or non intentional, maybe you didn't have a choice. Like for me, I did not have a choice to move away. But that was the best thing that ever happened to me. I used to be so upset about moving away from my family. Had I would have stayed here, I would have been nothing. I would have never elevated into the person I needed to be. They had nothing to offer me. Not even words of encouragement. They had nothing. And God knew that. And he made sure he separated me. Because I was not destined in this life to be a product of my family. I am not them. And it shows it. The proof is in the pudding. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So do not let your toxic family members make you feel some type of way. They made the decisions that they made. They have to live with it. The one who got away, they have to keep watching Elevate. And it does not help with social media because they're always keeping tabs on you. So every time they're looking, it's like they chest start getting hurt, like tight too. They chest hurting. Because every time they see it, it's like, damn, I can't really say too much of anything. No, you can't. No, you can't. And I'm the younger one too. Yeah. God knew what he was doing. It was painful, but it was worth it in the end.